the night is going to be Clemson at Notre Dame. It's 5.5 right now. I don't know. The last time I looked, it was still at 5.5, and they're a 5.5 favorite going to Notre Dame, and they don't have Trevor Lawrence. So I wonder what this line would have been with Trevor Lawrence, maybe 2 touchdowns. I don't know. But Notre Dame, their recent history, they just struggle in these games. And Book, he's been good this year, but he struggles in these types of games. And Clemson is just loaded with talent. So can Clemson? I mean, if this game was a touchdown, I probably wouldn't even look at this game. And I think Clemson last week was probably really vanilla. I think the quarterback's going to run a lot more in this game. So I might lean towards the under a little bit. I don't know, but I like I said, I like the number of 5.5. I think Clemson wins this game by at least a touchdown. I think Clemson was very, very vanilla on offense last week. They got away with that game. I know that they were, down early. They had to come back, but I just think Clemson's got too much talent. I don't think Notre Dame, and with their recent history in these games, I mean, they haven't won. I think I saw something on ESPN where the last time they won a game like this, a top 5 game, it was the first ESPN Roadshow game back in 1990, whatever it was, when they played Notre Dame, or Notre Dame played Florida State. It was one of the, I think it was a Bowden. What's the old coach's Notre Dame
Bobby
coach?
Bowden.
Lou Holtz.
Bobby
Lou
Bowden, Lou Holtz. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first
Lou
ESPN Road. With the show where they go on the road. So that was the last time Notre Dame won one of these games. So I think I'm going to roll with Clemson here, 5.5. I like it under a touchdown. I think Clemson, it might be close early, but I think Clemson will just pull away.
Listen, here's my thought. First of all, the under looks tasty because, what we have a playoff last year, 30-3 was the final score in the playoff, and that's with Trevor Lawrence, right? And so we don't have Trevor Lawrence now. Notre Dame, with Brian Kelly, and we're talking about Harbaugh earlier. Let's just a quick conversation about Brian Kelly. If he doesn't win this game without Trevor Lawrence, I mean, does anybody have faith that he can win any big games? Honestly. Yeah. So we're talking about the same thing. I think there'll be some decisions being made about Brian Kelly should he not be able to win this game. Now, that being said, look, Notre Dame's this is their shot. They're at home. No Trevor Lawrence. Clemson's reeling. They don't have the dynamic playmaker, under center. They still have Etienne. He's a beast. You shut him down a little bit and score a few points, you might have a shot in the fourth quarter. Does that happen? I don't know. I'm looking more to the under here, under 50.5. I think Clemson's going to shut Notre Dame down because they know they need to shut Notre Dame down. I think Notre Dame is going to be able to shut Clemson down because Clemson does have Trevor Lawrence. And I think Brian Kelly is going to pull all the stops out. They're number 4 in the nation. Look, you should be able to stay inside 5.5. You should be able to stay inside 5.5 if you have no Trevor Lawrence. If you don't, Brian Kelly, you better pack your bags and get out.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with everything you said. I don't have any faith in him at all. I just don't have any faith in I agree with everything you just said. I just don't think he can do it. I don't think they can pull it. Yeah, I just don't think they can pull it off.
Has Brian Kelly won a big game in Notre Dame since he's been there?
Nope. Not that I can remember. Yeah.
No. He's got them to the national championship. He got pounded by Alabama. Every time he gets there to a game that's consequential, like he just doesn't show up. But again, this is without Trevor Lawrence. I would lean Notre Dame with the points, but I'm definitely leaning under the 50.5. I think it's a tight, low-scoring game. Does Clemson cover the spread? I would lean Notre Dame. Am I going to bet it? No. I'm going to watch it, though. I'm going to watch that game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So